What is up, everybody? It is your pal Joey.T. from the Cartoon.P, and I'm going to give you a quick little snapshot that I'm going to use for the thumbnail of this video. Do another one. There we go. Again, it's your pal Joey.T. from the Cartoon.P giving you a review of Teen Titans Go to the movies straight out of the theater. I got out of the theater maybe about 15 minutes ago. My phone was a little dead. I wanted to make sure I charged it before making these videos before my phone dies, and had to do it like 10 or 15 minutes before I see the movie. After I see the movie. I'm not a fortune teller. Just go see the movie in the future. I put out a poll on my Twitter. More people wanted to see this as opposed to the normal Sunday drawing streams that I do on my channel, which you're more than welcome to let me know if you're interested in seeing more of those. You know, just let me know. Comment section, that fun stuff. But more people really want to know what I think about Teen Titans Go to the movies because, or at least I think so. I think because I've talked about this show in the past and said some things, some unfavorable things in the past, in about 2014, I believe it was, maybe 2015. I'm not a fan of this show. To this day, still not a fan of this show. I don't watch it as much as I did in the past. I don't think it's on TV as much as it was in the past. And frankly, I think a lot of it has to do with my cable package, which I just got rid of. That's a personal note. Don't know why I shared that. That's the beauty of these unedited videos. You just get, stream of consciousness stuff. I don't see the show as much as I did in the past. I don't know whether or not it's just the general reception of the show. But back then, and even today, certain things about the show that I've noticed haven't really changed. That doesn't make me a fan. If you want to know my impressions on Teen Titans Go, which I'm pretty sure is probably as consistent as it is to what I think about the show now, you can go ahead and check out that review. And since then, there's been this growing divide in the fan base, as most things on the internet go. On one side, you have people who don't like the Teen Titans Go show, and then you have other people who complain about the people that hate Teen Titans Go, but I don't really think really defend Teen Titans Go. Or at least they say they defend it, but the more of the focus is, we hate those guys who hate Teen Titans Go. That seems to be the general reception when it comes to hating, or at least when it comes to Teen Titans Go, is I don't think I've genuinely ever seen somebody, and it exists probably, who genuinely loves Teen Titans Go, unless you really like this type of toilet humor, weird, over-the-top nonsensical stuff that you could get out of SpongeBob, but, SpongeBob does it better. Okay, so you could tell I've got a lot of impressions, a lot of opinions that are probably gonna keep me from the objective truth of this film, as most reviews go. I wasn't looking forward to this film. I will tell you that there were certain things that surprised me, some things that I thought were done very well, some things that I think, when it comes to what it's trying to do, I think it does very well, while other things, because it's a Teen Titans Go movie, inevitably, I'm not going to be a fan of. Although, like I said, some things that surprised me. So what's the movie about? So the Teen Titans, from Teen Titans Go, not the original Teen Titans from the other animated series, they noticed that all the superheroes are getting their own movies except them. So they want to make it their mission to get a movie, which is kind of similar to most episodes of Teen Titans, where they take something about superhero culture and they parody it. Like, we've seen it with Let's Get Serious. We've seen it with other episodes where they notice that superheroes are doing this thing in movies and in TV shows. The Justice League got big team-up movies, so we're going to do our own thing, making fun of it at the same time. And sometimes it works, other times it's just, it beats you on the head with it, and it just becomes a little too excessive. And of course, you got that wonderful toilet humor that the show's known for that I can't stand, to be honest with you. It really stinks. And that's really where I am with this film. I will say, I think it's a breath of fresh air when the humor in this movie, at least when it comes to self-referential humor of this movie, is not nearly as mean-spirited as it is in the TV show. Whereas you can get some pretty rude comments and pretty rude stuff out of the TV show. Like, the Let's Get Serious episode is just a little bit too on the nose. I mean, it came out at the time when DC movies were all dark and gloomy. So it just seems kind of odd that when they had that episode come out, it's like, you're DC and you don't like this, but you're gonna do it. And even the idea that most people complain that the cartoon is not like the original Teen Titans, and it comes across as a little bit too mean-spirited towards people that appreciated that original show. All right, I'm ranting, I'm rambling. What I mean to say is, the movie doesn't nearly do it as much. I don't think they even do it as much. It's not nearly as mean-spirited towards people that appreciated the original show. It's not mean-spirited towards superhero movies, which I'm gonna get to in a bit. Without spoiling, because this is gonna be a spoiler-free video. There is an acknowledgement that there are a lot of superhero movies. That's the big thing in Hollywood right now. You need superhero movies whenever you can. You gotta watch these things. They're gonna be on the screen no matter what. And the plot that revolves around the excessive amount of superhero properties becoming movies is done relatively well. I think it's actually kind of brilliant. Not as brilliant as, say, Deadpool, but this is for kids. This is a family movie for kids. Not every kid is going to be watching Deadpool, although they acknowledge that Deadpool is not appropriate for kids. So I think it's great for kids and the adults watching this who don't get a chance to watch Deadpool with their kids to have a movie that references superhero media, and that there's a lot of things that can be commented on. Not just on the DC side of things, but the Marvel side of things too. You get your share of Marvel jokes in this film that I know people were like, how did they get away with that? Well, I say, the same way Wreck-It Ralph made fun of Super Mario without owning the license to Super Mario in Wreck-It Ralph. If anybody's seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. They do it in the same way too. One very funny reference to Marvel, which I'm not going to say what it is out of the fear of the spoilers, but they do it, and they do it relatively well. So that's one thing I enjoyed. And I'll say this. Since this is a movie, you're going to have a bigger budget than most of the TV show episodes. And there are times in the show where they utilize their animation, it's limited in one scene, but then it's going to be really good in another scene, or they're going to put a lot of effort into one animated sequence. They do that in the movie too, and there's one scene that really stands out to me that I think is gorgeous. It's a frame-by-frame animated sequence that I think is just done wonderfully. What else was I going to say? I got distracted. As you know, stream of consciousness, whatever. I will say it's a frame-by-frame animated sequence, traditionally animated, I thought was gorgeous. Other scenes that are done in the Flash. I know the term is Adobe Animate. I use Adobe Animate now, even though it's called Flash. We all know it's Flash. Not the superhero Flash, who's in the movie too, but Flash animation. And it can come across as cheap at times, but other times, and used right, it can look gorgeous. And those are really the things that I think work really well with the film. The way it acknowledges superhero humor, culture, and but let's just get down to the point. The thing you guys probably waiting for. I just don't understand. The toilet humor. Let's just go back to that. This movie's got some really dumb jokes. There's stupid humor, and then there's just like brain dead humor. You got a scene in the film that is somewhat funny, and it's somewhat a parody of another film, and I'm not going to say which one it is, spoiler free, but you didn't need it. It didn't have anything to do with the plot of the film. It didn't have anything to do with the villain of the film. It didn't have anything other than that. They just wanted to do this one thing that happens, and it's really stupid. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm going to move up just a little bit so I don't annoy these people in front of me. Behind me, they probably want me to move up just a little bit more, right there. But anyways, like, it's a little too dumb in my book. A little too dumb in my opinion. What else? Did I talk about the toy humor? This is the joy of these unedited videos, guys. You asked for it. This is the unedited video. Talked about the toilet humor. There's some really dumb jokes, and I didn't really talk about the toilet humor. So like, there's some toilet humor jokes in this film that are dumb, and it's as dumb as it is in the TV show, and it's dumb here, and I'm not a fan of it. Maybe it just goes to my type of sensibilities to it, but it's a bad toilet joke. And it kind of holds the film back. It holds it back significantly because at the end of the day, this is a Teen Titans Go movie. This is what you don't like about this is what you're gonna get. What you see is what you get. If you like Teen Titans Go, you'll be a fan of it. But if you're not like me, there are qualities that you're gonna enjoy about it, but other things that are just, they're not for you, and you're not gonna enjoy it. Which I know sounds, you know, like a cop-out when it comes to me making this review, but frankly, it doesn't really add anything in my enjoyment, and in some ways it does take away from my enjoyment, which, you know, comes down to like my overall rating of this film, which is that if you like Teen Titans Go, or you haven't seen the show and you like superheroes, you will find something to enjoy about this. Whereas if you're not a fan of the toilet humor, I think you're also going to be annoyed with me, regardless of if you like Teen Titans Go or not. The toilet humor is just, it's too much. And the dumb jokes. Like I said, that one scene in the film, I'm not going to say which one it is until I do my fully edited video, which will probably come out in a week or two, just based on my work week. We'll see how that goes. And, you know, it doesn't really add things to the film. So let me know in the comment section below, what do you think? What are your thoughts on Teen Titans Go to the movies? And, you know, comment below, let me know what you think, all that fun stuff. And thanks for having me do this. It's always fun to hear you guys' opinions, and take care.